Guys, this is going to be my first video. It's actually a haul video. I was talking to Allison, Peace Love Pinko 4, and she said that I should do a haul video on some Mac stuff that I just got.
It's kind of wild to think, but this video, some kid basically looking at a computer camera 5 years ago in her bedroom in California would have spawned something approaching a fashion empire right now. That's Bethany Mota. She's got nearly 7 million subscribers on YouTube.
She's got more than Lady Gaga and Miley Cyrus.
That is pretty incredible. She offers, my understanding, kind of fashion tips, makeup suggestions, and kind of shows folks how to shop. And my goodness gracious, she is the next big thing. Check that. She is the big thing right now.
She is, and she's with us here on Good Day New York. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
So is it true that you kind of started this YouTube videos because you were getting bullied by someone at your school?
Yeah, I actually was getting bullied, and I didn't really know how to react to it, especially because I was being bullied by people who were my friends, so it kind of hurt a little bit more. It was just this time in my life that I kind of felt like I didn't have a voice, so I kind of was able to have that voice and opinion through YouTube, and I was able to share my opinions with girls all around the world.
That's very cool.
And you started with makeup, right?
Yeah.
Is that how you started? And you had no experience? No one taught you how to put on makeup, right?
I actually had no interest in makeup before that. I just, for years, always wanted to make some type of video content, no matter what it was. And I tried to get my friends to do it with me, and they never wanted to. And then all of a sudden, my dad is like, why is my daughter just buying all of this makeup out of nowhere? But, you know, it was just kind of a topic for me to make videos about. So that's kind of why I went for the makeup, and then eventually now I'm doing DIY and I'm doing fashion and I'm doing all of these different things, so it's more of a lifestyle channel now.
And you're launching clothing line, which your back to school clothes,
This is
so
it.
cute that is.
Thank you.
My nieces would love that, and the perfume.
The perfume, yes, I'm so happy about that. I worked on it for a while and I wanted to make sure that it was perfect and that my viewers were going to love it, so the fact that
Smells
it's here,
good.
it's kind of surreal to me.
Where can we find this?
Nice.
This is at Aeropostale, so you can get it in stores and online, as well as the clothing line.
So, have you developed a passion for all this? You said initially you weren't that into makeup and that kind of thing. You just wanted something to talk about. You have that now. Is there another chapter, another kind of genre, something that you want to tackle?
I would love to tackle anything beauty, like nail polish or anything like that. I think would be really cool. But I mean, I'm already having so much fun with the fashion, because that's the cool thing about being on YouTube, is I was able to express my creativity through the content, and now I'm able to express my creativity through clothes and now perfume. So I'm just really thankful for it.
Well, you are a very astute businesswoman. You're only 18 years old. Homeschooled for a little bit, right?
Yeah, I was.
And do you have any plans to go to college, or?
As of right now, I'm kind of just working on everything that's going on.
I can understand, you're busy.
I've been traveling a lot, and it's so much fun. You know, the amazing opportunities and experiences that I've had through YouTube, and being able to meet my viewers in person recently has been the coolest thing ever. So I'm just really focusing and devoting all my time to that right now.
How many videos have you done altogether?
Wow, I don't think anyone has ever asked me that before. Probably, I don't know, maybe like 300?
300.
Maybe?
And
definitely hundreds.
So, but you went, again, from like, you know, 2 people watching you to 6.7 million. What was the best year? What was the year, the breakout year? There must have been one where it started to kind of really increase exponentially.
Honestly, I don't think there was a specific time or year or video where I was like, oh, this just blew up. It was kind of something that happened gradually, because when I started YouTube, it's also never been my focus of how much success I can get from it. I've always been so focused on creating content, and good quality content that I'm proud of. You
know, I think people are intrigued on how you became this social media sensation. And do you think it's for a certain generation, your age group, or do you think anybody can kind of launch in, do these YouTubes, and create an empire like you have?
I think anybody can. Actually, when I got into it, most of the girls that were doing these videos were a lot older than me, and some of them were professional makeup artists. I was the one that was like, you know, not the same age as anyone else, and I was afraid that I wouldn't fit in because I was 13 and everyone else was a lot older. So I think definitely all age groups can do it for sure.
Now, you started this, you mentioned bullying at school. Now, as we know, the internet is not an oasis from bullying. You probably encountered along the way a new, different type of bullying.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, it's funny that the bullying that I went through was actually cyberbullying, so it's so funny that I got into YouTube after that. But I mean, it was a completely different experience for me, and after a while I did have to deal with hate comments, and I still do get negative comments. In the beginning it was hard for me to deal with because I just felt like these people didn't know me and I didn't know how they could hate me. But I just always tell everyone, don't take anything online personally.
That's right. What do they say? Haters gonna hate, right?
You know what?
Haters gonna hate.
We talk about this all the time. You know, we'll get so many nice comments, and then that one comment.
It just bothers you.
It just gets
the
under your
one.
skin, right?
Yeah.
But you've learned to kind of brush it off.
Yeah, and
not...
there's so many positive comments. You just have to focus on the positive comments.
Bethany, tell us about your parents real quick.
My parents are so supportive, actually. Well, like I said when I first got into this, my mom's the only person who knew, because I was like, Mom, should I make videos? And she's like, sure, go for it. And I didn't tell my dad or my sister because I knew
didn't think
that
they would understand?
No, they'd make fun of me. So I was like, I'm not going to tell them. Eventually they found out, and I was really terrified of what they would think of it. And they've all been so supportive.
And Bethany, you're making a nice little chunk of change now, right?
To be completely honest, I couldn't even tell you how much I make from YouTube because I genuinely don't know. That's never really been my focus, to be completely honest. But it's
never
great.
been your what?
It's never been my focus.
Right.
But it does
I mean,
go...
you can't, basically, Rosanna, she can't keep up with all the money coming in.
No, it actually does. It's great, though, because it goes back into my YouTube channel. You know, there's so many things that I get for my videos.
Oh, for the content, right.
Yeah, and as for products, I do get offers from a lot of brands, but I'm very picky about the brands that I choose to work with.
I don't blame you. Well, you have some appearances in town, and I believe one is tonight, right? Do we have that?
Yeah.
Yep. In Menlo Park, New Jersey. Menlo Park Mall.
4 o'clock.
Are you expecting like throngs of people to show up for your appearance today?
I don't know. I always get really nervous that no one is going to show up. But
Oh, stop it.
And tomorrow you're in Danbury, Connecticut. Well,
tomorrow, 4 to 6 as well.
All right.
Well, it's so nice to finally meet you. I've heard so much about you. Continued success.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bethany, very much.
Right.